Hi guys, I'm here with today's Bible reading. Sorry, my nose is itching. I had a bad night last night and a bad day today, guys. I just tell you real quick. I'm not going to tell you all about my bad day. I'll just tell you about the worst parts. Went to bed last night, couldn't sleep a wink, didn't even get 5 minutes of sleep. Literally, did not get 5 minutes. I mean, I was awake all throughout the night. I mean, constant. I didn't close my eyes and sleep once. This is all these thoughts going through my head and my knees. My knees, even laying down in the bed now. When I try to turn over and stuff and try to even bend my leg, my knees are clicking in and out, and bone rubbing against bone. And I got osteoarthritis and bone spurs in both of my knees. And both of my knees have decided to go out on me. So I get up out of bed and about fall because my knees keep popping out, and I don't know when they're going to go out, and they keep popping out and in, and I never know when one's going to go out on me. And it used to just be my right knee that would do that. Now it's both of them, and of course they're both doing it at the same time. So I'm not going to be able to do no exercises today, except maybe be able to walk down the hallway tonight, which I'm hoping I'm able to do. But I'm barely being able to make it to the bathroom without falling. I think I'm going to have to start getting a cane. See if Sherm will let me use one of his canes just to take from the living room to the bathroom to try to help me prevent from falling. And my stomach decided to start acting up today. Again. It was acting up yesterday. I can't take no medicine till Sherm gets back because we don't have anything to drink here. So he's bringing me, he's getting some coffee and stuff in town and water. So I can't take my medicine, but I put muscle rub all over my stomach, which I don't know if it'll even help at all because it's in the inside, but it hurts on the outside too, and I got a heating pad. The cramps are horrible with this stupid stomach disease. I've been to the bathroom at least 3 or 4 times. Oh, these cramps, when they start cramping. It's not cramping at this moment, but when they start, some of them's excruciating. They'll bring tears to your eyes, I tell you. You feel like your stomach's being ripped out. I just got a sharp pain in it. Bear with me. Okay. Oh my God. I think that one's over. Oh. Yeah. So I'm pretty miserable. Plus my lungs are killing me, but my oxygen tank's in the closet because Dottie kept getting wrapped up in it, so we put it in the closet yesterday. And my heart's going a mile a minute because I didn't get no sleep last night. And with the POTS syndrome, my heart races anyways. And with no sleep, it always makes it worse. My heart, I can feel my heart beating up in my throat, which causes me to have a headache. My lungs are hurting. My stomach is killing me. My knees are killing me. And it's going clear down to the bones in the front of my legs. That big bone in the front of your leg? My whole knee hurts and all the way down the bone. I put muscle rub all over my knees and my legs that I could reach, and all over my stomach. I'm hoping I make it. I know I'll make it. But, hopefully Sherm won't be too much longer, but he will be. Because he's got to go. I told him I wanted him to stop at the chiropractor to try to get his neck worked on, because his neck's been bothering him. See if she could fit him in today. And I know he wanted to get him something to eat, and I told him to pick up. I had a few things I wanted him to pick up at the grocery store. But he's done paying the bills now, so he's got half of it done, so hopefully he'll be here before too long. But I am going to begin the Bible reading for you guys. Because Sherman's supposed to call me back, and I hope he don't call in the middle of it. And if he does, I'm sorry, and I won't stop the video. I'll just talk to him real quick. Because if I stop the video, I'll have to make it all over again. Because there is no way on my webcam when I can make them where I can pause it and then, start again at the same spot. It won't let me do that. I'd have to do the whole thing over again. And I feel horrible. Oh, yes, and also I keep forgetting to mention, but it never leaves my mind. I have not heard from my friend April in a few days, and I'm really getting worried about her mom and her as well. So please keep Linda and April Thacker in your prayers. Please continue to pray for them. They need your prayers. And I know they really, really appreciate it. And thank you guys for that. We're going to begin today with John 18:25 through 19:22. We're leading up into Jesus' crucifixion today. Meanwhile, as Simon Peter was standing by the fire warming himself, they asked him again, "You're not one of his disciples, are you?" He denied it, saying, "No, I am not." But one of the household slaves of the high priest, a relative of the man whose ear Peter had cut off, asked, "Didn't I see you out there in the olive grove with Jesus?" Again, Peter denied it, and immediately a rooster crowed. Jesus' trial before Caiaphas ended in the early hours of the morning. Then he was taken to the headquarters of the Roman governor. His accusers didn't go inside because it would defile them, and they wouldn't be allowed to celebrate the Passover. So Pilate the governor went out to them and asked them, "What is your charge against this man?" "We wouldn't have handed him over to you if he weren't a criminal," they retorted. "Then take him away and judge him by your own law," Pilate told them. "Only the Romans are permitted to execute someone," the Jewish leaders replied. This fulfilled Jesus' prediction about the way he would die. Then Pilate went back into his headquarters and called for Jesus to be brought to him. "Are you the king of the Jews?" he asked him. Jesus replied, "Is this your own question, or did others tell you about me?" "Am I a Jew?" Pilate retorted. "Your own people and their leading priests brought you to me for trial. Why? What have you done?" Jesus answered, "My kingdom is not an earthly kingdom. If it were, my followers would fight to keep me from being handed over to the Jewish leaders, but my kingdom is not of this world." Pilate said, "So you are a king?" Jesus responded, "You say I am a king. Actually, I was born and came into the world to testify to the truth. All who love the truth recognize that what I say is true." "What is truth?" Pilate asked. Then he went out again to the people and told them, "He is not guilty of any crime. But you have a custom of asking me to release one prisoner each year at Passover. Would you like me to release this king of the Jews?" But they shouted back, "No, not this man. We want Barabbas." Barabbas was a revolutionary. Then Pilate had Jesus flogged with a lead-tipped whip. The soldiers wove a crown of thorns and put it on his head, and they put a purple robe on him. "Hail, King of the Jews," they mocked as they slapped him across the face. Pilate went outside again and said to the people, "I am going to bring him out to you now, but understand clearly that I find him not guilty." Then Jesus came out wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe, and Pilate said, "Look, here is the man." When they saw him, the leading priests and the temple guards began shouting, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" "Take him yourselves and crucify him," Pilate said. "I find him not guilty." The Jewish leaders replied, "By our law he ought to die, because he called himself the Son of God." When Pilate heard this, he was more frightened than ever. He took Jesus back into the headquarters again and asked him, "Where are you from?" But Jesus gave no answer. "Why don't you talk to me?" Pilate demanded. "Don't you realize that I have the power to release you or crucify you?" Then Jesus said, "You would have no power over me at all unless it were given to you from above. So the one who handed me over to you has the greater sin." Then Pilate tried to release him, but the Jewish leaders shouted, "If you release this man, you are no friend of Caesar. Anyone who declares himself the king is a rebel against Caesar." When they said this, Pilate brought Jesus out to them again. Then Pilate sat down on the judgment seat on the platform that is called the stone pavement in Hebrew, Gabbatha. It was now about noon on the day of the preparation for the Passover, and Pilate said to the people, "Look, here is your king." "Away with him," they yelled. "Away with him! Crucify him!" "What? Crucify your king?" Pilate asked. "We have no king but Caesar's," the leading priest shouted back. Then Pilate turned Jesus over to them to be crucified. So they took Jesus away. Carrying the cross by himself, he went to the place called the Place of the Skull, in Hebrew, Golgotha. There they nailed him to the cross. 2 others were crucified with him, one on either side with Jesus between them. And Pilate posted a sign on the cross that read, "Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews." The place where Jesus was crucified was near the city, and the sign was written in Hebrew, Latin, and Greek, so that many people could read it. Then the leading priests objected and said to Pilate, "Change it from 'the King of the Jews' to 'He said, I am the King of the Jews.'" Pilate replied, "No. What I have written, I have written." And it stayed. And that was John 18:25 through 19:22. And now we're continuing on with Psalm 119, today with 113 through 128. Psalm 119 is a very, very long psalm. I have those with divided loyalties, but I love your instructions. You are my refuge and my shield. Your word is my source of hope. Get out of my life, you evil-minded people, for I intend to obey the commands of my God. Lord, sustain me as you promised, that I may live. Do not let my hope be crushed. Sustain me, and I will be rescued. Then I will meditate continually on your decrees. But you have rejected all who stray from your decrees. They are only fooling themselves. You skim off the wicked of the earth like scum. No wonder I love to obey your laws. I tremble in fear of you. I stand in awe of your regulations. Don't leave me to the mercy of my enemies, for I have done what is just and right. Please guarantee a blessing for me. Don't let the arrogant oppress me. My eyes strain to see your rescue, to see the truth of your promise fulfilled. I am your servant. Deal with me in unfailing love and teach me your decrees. Give discernment to me, your servant, then I will understand your laws. Lord, it is time for you to act, for these evil people have violated your instructions. Truly I love your commands more than gold, even the finest gold. Each of your commands is right. This is why I hate every false way. And that was Psalm 119, 113 through 128. Excuse me. And last but not least for today is Proverbs 16, 10, and 11. Oh, my nose has been itching for 2 days. I swear somebody's talking about me, guys. Ugh. The king speaks with divine wisdom. He must never judge unfairly. The Lord demands accurate scales and balances. He sets the standards for fairness. And that was Proverbs 16, 10, and 11. That, my friends, was today's Bible reading. Sorry it was so long for me rambling on at the beginning of it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please remember to keep Linda Thacker and April Thacker in your prayers. Please remember to pray for them and their family. They really need your prayers. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy this beautiful day. And if you're going to the Colton Festival this weekend, hope you guys have fun. Yes, Colton is having a festival Saturday and Sunday. So enjoy that if you get to go. I think Sherm said he might go tomorrow. So hopefully you guys have a good time if you go. So I love you guys. Let's bring those souls to Jesus. And God willing, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, guys.